What's happening, guys? Rules for Rebels here, and I just wanted to make a quick video about how Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a whole could revolutionize the digital product sales space. So I'm going to show you guys a quick video from Clark Kegley. He's a YouTuber who I follow, puts a ton of value out there. He used to be a little bit more into like books in the self-improvement space and journaling, and he's getting a little bit more into entrepreneurship, but his channel's growing like wildfire. He was behind me in subscribers a little while ago, and he's about to hit 100K, so I'm kind of taking some notes from him and what he's doing, but he puts a lot of value out there, and I'm going to show you a brief clip from his channel with him telling of some experiences that he's had, I guess I should say problems that he's had in the merchant processing space. So I'm going to show you guys that clip right now, and I'll be right back with you.
I just want to call out a sketchy tactic I've seen a lot of other channels endorsing. People doing this, and it really does have effects on people who are on the receiving end of this. There's a sketchy tactic that I'm talking about where channels will say you can go through courses, buy them, and then go consume all the content and then ask for a refund. And the refund rate, ever since these channels have been recommending this method of buying a course, going through it and dropping, has been over 25%.
Okay, so as you just heard, Clark talked about a problem that a lot of digital product sellers face, which is high return rates. And it's not just digital products, it's really any intangible product. So anything that's not a physical, you know, if I'm selling you this pair of hedge clippers, I'm gonna mail them to you, you're gonna, you know, there's gonna be a tracking number, and if you dispute it with a credit card processor or PayPal, I can say, hey guys, look, I have a tracking number from USPS. I did send these hedge clippers to Jim Johnson. The tracking shows delivered, he signed for them, he hasn't. But when we talk about digital products, it's really easy for people to get refunds on digital products. And as Clark just explained, there's kind of a whole movement of people who are out there like, okay, I'm just going to go consume every course and get refunds. And people know that credit card processors are really kind of, I don't know, skeptical is the right word, but they're very quick to give refunds on digital products. So we're talking about things like from JVZoo, Clickbank, or even just people selling their own digital products through their own merchant processor or a service like Gumroad, which uses Stripe. Now, because people know this, they can easily get refunds. Now, I think to some extent, the whole digital product industry has itself to blame. There's a lot of people putting out really high-priced, really poor quality courses out there. So I think a lot of these returns are justified. But Clark, you know, if you watch his video, he puts a ton of effort in his courses. He says he always wants to over-deliver. He takes it very seriously if you're giving him your hard-earned money, and he wants to make sure that he delivers on that. Unfortunately, not everybody out there in this space is like that. And I think to some extent, I'm getting kind of into a rant about digital product sales, but I think there's a lot of people who put out really poor quality products for a whole lot of money. And I think that industry has kind of given itself a bad name. But there's also good people out there putting out quality information, and it's not really fair that they're facing 25 and 30% refund rates on their products. Not only does it suck to lose money on something that you put a lot of time and effort into, but as you know, I'm not going to play the whole video, but as he described later in the video, it can even negatively affect your merchant processing relationship. So your merchant processor, whether it's Stripe or PayPal or whoever else, may say, look, we're not going to take payments for you anymore. You have too high of a return rate. If it's on a platform like JVZoo or Clickbank, sometimes they'll remove your product from the platform because they'll say, hey, you're getting so many returns, this can't be a quality product. When in reality, it's a quality product. You just have people kind of taking advantage of the system. And there's a whole lot of other industries that run into a lot of chargebacks and returns. Back during the hoverboard thing, here we're even talking about a physical product, but Tony Hawk had over $1 million in credit card chargebacks. Soldier Boy had over 600K in credit card chargebacks. There's a lot of industries that you wouldn't expect to be high risk, like consulting, computer repair, and a whole lot of other things where the chargeback rates are just insane, where it gets really hard to get merchant processing, where you can be paying over 7% for merchant processing. So how does Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies like Revolutionize or really help the digital product sales industry? Well, there's no chargebacks with cryptocurrencies. So if somebody gives you their money, there's no saying, okay, I want my money back. Now, a good company probably is going to, you know, somebody approaches a company and says, look, I bought your course, you said it was going to do X, Y, and Z. I didn't really learn anything from it. I didn't like how it was laid out. I didn't feel it provided value. Okay, most of these companies are probably going to issue a return, but the whole like going through a course just to say, and it's, you know, that's what makes it so easy, is all somebody has to do is click one button and they can do a return. They don't actually have to call up the company and explain why they didn't get value out of the course, in which case I think most companies would issue them a refund. But yeah, basically, I mean, cryptocurrencies being used on Clickbank, JVZoo, or even people selling digital products would cut return rates down to 0, or I shouldn't say return rates, would cut chargebacks down to 0%, because chargebacks aren't even possible. Now, would there still be some returns? I would think a good company should still return, should still refund somebody's money if they honestly didn't feel that they got value out of the course, and if they can actually, contact the company and explain where they felt it fell short, and the company can either assist them in finding the value that they're looking for, or issue them a refund. But would really cut back on refunds and returns and things like that. And I know right now cryptocurrencies aren't exactly like mainstream enough to make a significant portion of your sales in them. I've tried opening up stores with like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum before, and there's just not enough people out there. Like, unless the product you're selling is something like a Ledger Nano S or a Trezor, where all your customers are already in the cryptocurrency space, there's just not enough widespread mainstream adoption to make it like a feasible way to accept payments. Like, out of everybody who buys digital courses, maybe 1% of them actually holds and knows how to use Bitcoins. But here's how I think the digital product industry can actually help Bitcoin is, I think with every new technology, with every new adoption, there's kind of a specific niche or a specific industry that kind of takes the lead and makes that the standard way of paying in that industry. And once that happens, you'll see other industries start to adopt it. So I mean, with Bitcoin, a lot of people don't like to acknowledge that it kind of got its start around the dark web markets, buying weed and stuff like that. And I mean, does Bitcoin have more uses than that? Absolutely. But like, that's kind of what made Bitcoin big. But we could look at a company like PayPal. Like, PayPal started out as the payment processor for eBay. Way back when PayPal started out, everybody wasn't accepting PayPal for their online stores, but as people realized how quick and easy and convenient PayPal was, PayPal, first started out as being the way to process payments on eBay. We no longer have to run, a lot of you guys are probably too young to remember this, but we no longer have to run out to the post office and buy a post office box money order to send to the eBay seller for our purchase. That's how eBay used to work. You used to have to go get a money order or a cashier's check from your bank or the post office, go mail it off to the eBay seller, wait for them to receive the check, they get the check, then they send you your product. And eBay transactions took a long time. Obviously now we click that one button, PayPal takes the money, we get the money, and we can ship out the product, and it speeds things out. But PayPal started out as a payment processor for eBay. People realized how, granted, a lot of people got complaints about PayPal, but in the grand scheme of things, people realized how revolutionary it was. And now almost every new e-commerce seller, even if they offer other methods, even if they have Stripe, also offers PayPal. Almost every Shopify store offers PayPal. So it's become kind of a widespread kind of normal way of paying. So with cryptocurrencies, if let's say JVZoo and Clickbank started using Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin for processing their payments, it would probably quickly become kind of the industry standard as far as how people paid for things. To start out, they may offer discounts. Okay, this course is going to be $47 if you pay by a credit card. It's going to be, I don't know, $40 if you pay by Bitcoin. That's going to get more people using it. All of a sudden now, digital product and non-tangible product sales use cryptocurrency kind of as a norm, and it becomes the norm for that entire industry, and then another industry will pick up on it. And that's how technologies or payment processing type of things kind of spread and kind of gain mainstream adoption. Now, when we get into I was kind of specifically talking about digital courses and stuff like that, but any type of non-tangible product, any of you guys selling Xbox promo codes, I'm not really a gamer, but I know there's a lot of like video games where people sell gold or sell virtual real estate and things like that. Those types of transactions would also benefit from Bitcoin. Right now, a lot of people who sell like Xbox Live promo codes, even though they'll give you the promo code through eBay messaging or through email, they also have to physically mail you a slip of paper so that if, just in case you open a chargeback, they can at least say, okay, I have a tracking number showing that I sent something to this guy. So yeah, I think cryptocurrency could solve a lot of the chargeback issues across not only the digital product sales industry, the entire non-tangible product sales industry, and even into physical products. I've talked about back when I was doing hoverboards. I never went, I sold hoverboard parts online, but I never went online with actual hoverboards because I knew there'd be way too much credit card fraud and way too many people doing bogus chargebacks, or somebody rides their hoverboard down a flight of 50 stairs, the thing obviously breaks, and then they want a refund. And we all know eBay, PayPal, you know, Amazon, whatever, they're all going to issue the people a refund. So with more kind of high risk products, with products that are going to be more prone to credit card fraud and stuff like that, cryptocurrency can solve a lot of those problems. So I watched this video titled Refund by Clark Kegley the other day, and it just kind of hit me that, like, you know, cryptocurrencies are heavy on my mind these days, and I thought, here's a way to get an entire industry to adopt this new technology, the cryptocurrencies, and how it could really benefit that industry. So just thought I'd make this quick video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.